Good evening to one and all. So myself, Dr. Seshadri. Dr. Seshadri. I have 18 years of teaching experience. I am AWS certified trainer at associate level. I am providing the training 40 to 45 days of the training. This training I am providing at associate level. Friends, once you register the codes, then every day you are getting class recording videos, class material, you got it. Class material, you got it. And at the end of the training, then you got AWS interview questions and answers. And at the end of the training, we are providing AWS dumps we are providing. That is, after completion of this training, when you go for the AWS global certification at associate level or the basic foundation level, how the previously asked the exam questions and answers I am providing in AWS dumps, around 800 pages I am providing. Fine. At the end of the training, whatever I explain each and every day, that screenshot explanation I am providing. That is each and every topic, the screenshot explanation I am providing. So once you register the codes, then we are getting those things. Every day you are getting class recording videos, class material, and at the end of the training, then you got the AWS interview questions and answers. AWS dumps around 800 pages I am providing. And at the end of the training, each and every topic, the screenshot explanation I am providing. Fine. Sir, in my training session, what are the concepts I have to cover? Already I told that I am cover the content at associate level. Accordingly, I have to plan the AWS content. Those are the content I have to cover. First 1 or 2 days, I have to explain the cloud computing basics, compute service, that is nothing but the EC2 service. And then after completion of the EC2 service, those are many services are there in the compute service. I have to explain one by one feature. And then I have to explain the storage service. That is elastic block store, elastic file system, and the S3 related features I have to explain. And also I explain identity and access management, how to create IAM users, how to create groups, how we are creating custom policies. Like that, the identity and access management I have to explain. And then the command line interface also I explain. Fine. And after completion of that, I'll start with how we have to create your own virtual private cloud. What are the related features are there in the virtual private cloud? I have to explain. And then analytics, Route 53 concepts, right? And the database concepts I have to cover, security options, application services, those many application services are there. One by one in my training program, each and every day, one service I have to explain. And the monitoring tools I have to explain. And migration transfer, how we are migrate and how we can transfer the data. For those features I have to explain. And then billing and cost management. Here, how we have to create the AWS budget. For that, I have to explain pin to pin. And at the end of the training, I have to explain the two projects I have to explain. One is related to VPC, EC2, and the RDS. Second one, which is related to the S3, I have to explain. Right, friends? This is the content I have to cover in my training program. Now, I'll send this what content I have to cover in my training program. I have to send it in the chat box, friends. This file, I'll send it in the chat box. Those are the content I have to cover in my training program. Yeah. Already the file is sent it. What content I have to cover in this 40 to 40 days, 40 to 45 days of the training. Fine. Now, today's session, we are going to discuss cloud computing basics, how we are defining the cloud computing, how we are defining the cloud computing. This is the day one demo session, how we have to define the cloud computing and how to launch and connect the Windows server. In this session, we have to discuss. Tomorrow session, some more basic concepts and how to launch and connect the Linux server, I have to explain. Fine, friends? Fine. See, anyone before starting the session, anyone have any questions regarding this training program? This training program? This training I am providing 40 to 45 days of the training. Yes, good evening, Madhavi.
Hi, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Actually, any prerequisites required for AWS?
That is no prerequisites are required to learn these AWS subjects. Suppose if you have the coding skills in the Java and the Python, then you may apply the jobs after completion of this training, the developer jobs we have to explain. Sir, I don't know the coding skills, less coding skills are there. Don't worry about that. Then you may apply the associate level jobs. AWS administrated jobs are there. Then those jobs we can apply.
Okay,
Right?
I don't have any coding language. I am new to this. I want to learn one cloud
No need.
concept.
No need, no need, no need. To learn this AWS, no need to learn. I have to
Okay,
explain some basic Linux commands it is required. I have to explain, I have to spend the time, 2 days time, I have to spend it to learn the basics of the Linux commands. I have to explain. No problem.
okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Any questions before starting the session?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Yunus. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. I have a question about the migration.
Yeah, Yunus, your
Last.
voice is very low.
Oh, okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, I have a question about the migration from on-prem to cloud.
Okay.
Is it practical or is it going to be serious?
Yes, each and every topic I had to explain with hands-on only. Just 1 or 2 days I had to explain the theory concept. That is the cloud computing basics I had to explain only the theory. Then the rest of the concepts, each and every topic, whatever I am sending in the chat box, that is the AWS content, what content I have to cover. Each and every topic I had to explain with hands-on only.
Including VPN also, is there?
Yes.
All right, okay, thank you, that's all, thank you.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Friends, now today's session, this is the day one demo session, friends. I had to explain what is cloud computing, how we are define the cloud computing. In this demo session, how to launch and connect the Windows server, I had to explain. See, friends, first, what is cloud computing? What is cloud computing? See, the cloud computing, which is nothing but cloud computing, which is defined as for storing and accessing of data and computing services using the internet connection. Using the internet connection. I have mentioned this point. That is, it is defined as storing and accessing data and computing services over the internet connection. See, without internet connection, you can't do anything. Whatever the service you need it, that service is providing if you are using the cloud computing. See, you are not storing any data on your personal computer. You have to store the data in the cloud environment. That is, it does not store any data on your personal computer. It does not store any data on your personal computer. Whatever the data is there, that data we have to store it on the cloud environment. See, the cloud computing, which is defined as whatever you want to store the data, you want to accessing the data, or you want to use the service, whatever the service, if you want to use the servlets, it is providing the servers. If you want to use the storage service, it is providing the storage. If you want to create the users, identity and access management users, you can create it. If you want to connect the database, it is providing the database connection. That is using the, suppose if we are using the AWS, we are using the AWS, if you want to connect the MySQL, it is connecting. That's why I'm defined that the cloud computing, which is defined as for storing and accessing data and computing services over the internet connection. Whatever the data, if you want to store it, that data we can be store it on the cloud computing, not in your personal computer, Friends, the cloud computing, which is providing on-demand availability of computing services. It is providing on-demand availability of computing services. On-demand availability of computer services it is providing. Computing services it is providing. See, what is the on-demand availability of computing services? That is like you need the servers, you need the Linux servers, it is providing. You need the Windows server, it is providing. As per your configuration, it is providing, but it is pay-per usage model. Whatever the service you are using, but that service you need to pay the amount. That is the cloud computing, which is providing on-demand availability of computing services like servers it is providing. If you want to store the data, it is providing the data storage. Sir, I want to use the networking, then it is also providing the networking, right? Sir, I want to connect the database. We can connect the database also, right? Using the RDS in the AWS, right? Like that, it is providing the on-demand availability of computing services it is providing. See, sir, what are the examples for the cloud computing? I have to explain one of the popular cloud computing is the AWS, Amazon Web Services, and the Azure, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud. So those are the examples of the cloud computing. See, friends, using the cloud computing, whatever you want to store the data, if you want to accessing the data and the computing services, it can be done by using the internet connection, right? And it is providing the cloud computing, it is providing on-demand availability of services, it is providing whatever the service you need it, that is providing it using the internet connection. Without internet connection, we can't access the data, we can't use the services. Sir, what are the examples for the cloud computing? Those are the popular public cloud examples I am saying that. Fine, friends. That is, I am defining how we have to define the cloud computing. Friends, this is the day one demo session. I have to explain this demo session, how to launch and connect the Windows server. How to launch and connect the Windows server using EC2 service. Using the EC2 service in the AWS, right? So I had to explain this training program is completely 40 to 45 days of the training using the AWS. All the services, whatever I have mentioned the services, all services one by one I have to explain. See, this is the demo session, friends. I have to explain how to launch and connect the Windows server using the EC2 service. Sir, if you are using the AWS, what is EC2? That is EC2 stands for the Elastic Cloud Computing. EC2 stands for the Elastic Cloud Computing. Using this EC2 service, whatever the servers you need, as per the configuration, we can launch the server and we can connect the servers. We can connecting the server. See, friends, today's session, I want to launch and connect the Windows server using the EC2 service. See, I have to explain, friends, tomorrow session, how to launch and connect, how to create your AWS free tier account. What are the AWS global infrastructure is there? How many regions are there? How many availability zones it is providing? On tomorrow session, I have to explain, friends. AWS introduction and how we had to create your AWS free tier account. Tomorrow session, I had to explain. See, this is the day one demo session. I have to launch and connect the Windows server. To launch and connect the Windows server, First, I have to open my AWS account. To open my AWS account, you have to use that AWS. Here we have to click on Management Console. You have to click on Management Console. Here we have to click on Sign into the console. Sign into the console. Friends, that the first step is whatever. Here always we have to select the root user. I'll tell you in the next session. Click on root user. Whatever at the time of AWS account, free tier account creation, whatever the mail ID you are given, that mail ID we have to enter. I am given this is the mail ID and I enter the password and then click on sign in. Then this is my AWS free tier account. This is my AWS free tier account, friends. This is my AWS free tier account. Here, this is nothing but the regions in my AWS account which is showing. Those are nothing but recently visited services in my AWS account. In my AWS account, those are recently visited services. Friends, here, those many reasons which are supported in my AWS free tier account. It is supporting North Virginia region, California region, and Mumbai region, right? Singapore region, Sydney region. Those many services are there, friends. See that. In my AWS free tier account, those many services which are provided. If you move this scroll bar, at the bottom, upcoming regions are also represented. Upcoming regions are also represented. See, at the top, already available regions. Already the regions are there. Already the data centers are there, right? Now they are providing the services. See, every time, every day I am using the Mumbai region. You may use any region, no problem at all. Sir, I am using North Virginia region. It is providing the services. No doubt about it. It is providing the services. Sir, I am using the Singapore region. You can use it as per your wish. Why I am choosing the Mumbai region is nearby my location. The Mumbai region is there. That's why I am selecting the Mumbai region. Other than that, the nothing is there. You may select it any region. All the services, whatever the provider, whoever providing the service, that person is nothing but the provider. Whatever the provider is providing the services, all the services will be worked out in all the data centers. See, I am selecting the Mumbai region. That is to launch the Windows server. To launch the Windows server, there the first step is you have to open your AWS account. You have to open your AWS account. And then the second step is we have to select the region. You may select any region. Here I am selecting the Mumbai region. I am selecting Mumbai region. I am selecting. Friends, to launch the Windows server, we have to use the EC2 service. You have to use the EC2 service. You may choose. Those are recently availability services, recently visited services in my AWS account. Here, the EC2 service is there. Or here on search box, we have to type it the EC2. Or here the services option is there. We can choose any one. EC2 service, we have to use it. Here, EC2 service is there. Or here also we can type it the EC2. EC2. We can select this one. Or you may select it on left side. Services option is there. Under the compute service is there. Under the EC2 service, we have to use it. EC2 service, we have to use it. Friends, to launch the Windows server, we have to select the EC2 service. EC2 service. How we have to select the EC2 service? Here, at the left side, top services option is there. Under, we have to choose the compute service. Under, we have to select the EC2 service. EC2 service. Friends, fine. Now, to launch the Windows mission or the instant or the virtual mission, all are the same terminology. To launch the Windows mission, here on left side, instances option is there. See friends, before that, here in Mumbai region, in EC2 dashboard, we have to see that. EC2 dashboard, we have to see that. How many instances are running? Instances is nothing but how many missions are running on Mumbai region data center? 0. How many instances are there? 0. How many key pages are there? 2 are there. That is in the previous batches. I am creating the key pages to explain the services. Don't worry about that. See, I had to delete those key pages. Then you can know that how we can create our key pages also. Those key pages I can delete it and click on delete option. Here I am typing delete option. Key pages are deleted. Friends, here, security groups are also there. In the previous session, I am creating the security groups. Whatever I am created in the previous batches, all the security groups I am deleted. Right now, we have to observe the EC2 dashboard, friends. We have to observe the EC2 dashboard. How many instances are running? 0. How many instances are there? Instances are the missions are there? 0. How many key pages are there? 0. How many security groups are there? One security group is there. That's the default security group. How many volumes are there? 0. Fine, friends. Now, we want to launch the Windows server. To launch the Windows server, here on left side of the EC2 service, under the instances we have to select it. Instances we have to select it. Here on left side, of the EC2 service, we select the instance option. Here, after that, see that here, how many instances are there right now? No instances are there. Now, if you want to launch the instant, click on launch instant option. Here is there. Here is also there. You have to choose anyone. Click on launch instant. That is here. We have to click on launch instant. You have to click on the launch instant. Fine, friends. Here we have to give the instant name or the mission name we have to give it. Here I am given the Windows server I am given. That is, we have to give the instant name. We have to give the instant name. Here I am given the instant name is the Windows server I am given. Fine. After given the instant name, then it is asking what is the operating system image we have to use it. See, friends, today's session you are launching the Windows server. See, to launch the Windows server, which operating system you want to select it? Windows. Operating system image is nothing but Amazon mission image. In the short format, it is represented as AMI. AMI is nothing but Amazon mission image. AMI is a template. See, friends, here it is represented. AMI is a template that contains software configuration. What it includes? It includes operating system, application server, and the applications. That is, the Amazon mission image is nothing but which operating system you want to select it. That's we have to select it. That is, in the next step is we have to select the operating system image. That is nothing but we have to select the Amazon mission image. Amazon mission image. See, friends, you are launching the Windows server. That's why which operating system you want to choose it? Windows operating system. Windows operating system. I am selecting Windows, friends. Fine. Now, if I am selecting Windows, here Amazon mission images are there. You have to click on this arrow mark. You have to scroll down. Some of them are mentioned free tier. Some of them are not mentioning the free tier. See, friends, here it's not coming. See, here, if you click on this arrow mark, here on right side, free tier eligible is there. Have to scroll down. Some of them are mentioned free tier. Some of them are not mentioning the free tier. Not mentioning the free tier is nothing but they are the paid version. See, you are for practicing purpose, you have to choose the free tier. I am selecting this one. Then it is showing this operating system image, AMI ID it is showing. This is the AMI ID. Fine. Next, friends. Next. To launch any instant using the EC2 service, you need to select the instant type. Sir, what it is providing? The instant type. What it is providing? The instant type. The instant type, it is providing how many CPUs it is providing. Instant type, it is providing how many CPUs it is providing, how much memory it is providing, that is it is represented. So that in the next step to launch the Windows server, you need to select the instant type, friends. See, in any server, that is, you may launch the Windows server, or you may launch the Linux server, you may launch the Red Hat Linux server. The three things are required. One is the CPU is required. One is CPU is required. Second one is your memory is required. That is, for that server, the memory is required. And then the third one is hard disk capacity is required. Hard disk capacity is required. These three things are required. See, I am selecting the instant type. The instant type which is providing how many CPUs it is providing, how much memory it is providing, that is, it is providing the instant type. See, here I am selecting the instant type. Here compare instant types are there. See, friends, I am using the Mumbai region. I am using the Mumbai region. See, in Mumbai region, if we click on here, compare instant types are there. See, friends, compare instant types are there. Compare instant types are there. See, I am chosen which region? Mumbai region I am chosen. How many instant types are there? 538 instant types are there. See, as per your business requirement, you have to choose the instant type. Suppose here there are 538 instant types are there. Out of those, see, T2 family is there. Under T2 family, there are many instant types are there. Suppose if I am selecting T2.2 extra large, how many CPUs which are providing? See, CPUs, virtual CPUs. How many CPUs it is providing? That is, if I am selecting T2 dot extra large, where is this one? Yes. Wait. See, here I am selecting the instant time. How many CPUs it is providing? T2 dot extra large, 2 extra large, 8 CPUs which are providing. How much memory it is providing? 32 CPU. What is the network performance? Moderate it is providing. See, as per your business requirement, you have to choose the instant type. You have to choose the instant type. Sir, I am selecting the instant type C5.12 extra large. How many CPUs it is providing? 48 CPUs it is providing. How much memory it is providing? 96 GB memory it is providing. What is the network performance? 12 gigabit network performance it is providing. Such type of the server, Windows server it is providing, accordingly you need to pay the amount to the provider. Accordingly, you need to pay the amount to the provider. See, friends, nowadays, the companies, they are not ready to invest the money. They are using the service. Whatever the service they are using, further, they are ready to pay the amount for the provider. Whoever providing the service, that person is nothing but the provider. See, friends, you are for practicing purpose. If we are using such high instant types, then definitely you are getting the bill. Tomorrow's session, I have to explain that how to create your AWS free tier account. What are the AWS free tier account limitations also I am saying that, right? See, you are for practicing purpose. You are for practicing purpose. That's why we have to select the instant type is T2.micro. We have to select it. Why you are selecting the T2.micro is it is providing 12 months of the free service it is providing. Per month 750 hours it is providing the free service. How many CPUs it is providing is 1 CPU it is providing, 1 GB memory it is providing, network performance is moderate it is providing. See, once you join the industry, as per your requirement, as per your company requirement, we have to select the instant type. Accordingly, we have to choose the instant type and then we can launch the instant. See, you are for practicing purpose. I am saying that the free service we have to use it. T2.micro, it is providing 12 months of the free service. Per month, 750 hours it is providing. How many CPUs it is providing means 1 CPU, 1 GB memory it is providing. I am selecting the instant type is T2.micro. Here also it is showing T2.micro. How many CPUs it is providing? One CPU, 1 GB memory it is providing. Fine. See, what is the instance type I am selecting? The T2.micro. T2.micro. If I am selecting T2.micro, how many CPUs it is providing? One CPU. How much memory it is providing? 1 GB. Wait for 1 minute. I'll tell you the hard disk capacity also. See, fine. Then in any instant, to connect the Windows machine, to connect the Linux machine, you need the key pair is required. You need the key pair is required. How to create the key pair? Then we have to click on create new key pair option is there. Sir, already I am using the existed key pair. If I am using the existed key pair, yes, no problem at all. If you are created already the key pairs, then we can select this one and we have to select the existed key pairs also. Right now, I am not creating any key pairs. We have to click on create new key pair. Key pair name I am given as the Windows Server key I am given. You may give any name. This is the key pair name I am given. That is the next step is we have to create the key pair. I am creating the key pair name is Windows Server key I am given. Fine, fine. See, key pair type it is providing RSA. Private key file format I am selecting. PEM file format I am selecting. Click on create key pair. Key pair is downloaded in my downloads option. See, what is the name I am given? Windows Server key PEM file. See, I have to go to my downloads option. See, this is the PEM file. What is the name I am given? Windows Server key I am given. What is the file format? PEM file format I am given. Fine, fine. Scroll down. See, the next step is to launch the Windows Server network settings. Here, you have to click on the edit option. Whatever the VPC is there, VPC stands for the virtual private cloud. In upcoming session, I am explaining the VPC and the related services. 7 to 8 days I have to explain. Right now, we have to choose whatever the default VPC is there, that default VPC as it is we have to select it. Default virtual private cloud. Virtual private cloud is nothing but, let us assume that this is your globally, the AWS is providing the services. Here, out of the AWS, throughout worldwide, this is your region you are selected in the Mumbai region. VPC is nothing but you have to create some space on your data center, on the Mumbai region data center. This is nothing but your created VPC. Let us assume that the VPC A we are given. On this VPC, if you want to launch the server, we can launch the server. If you want to create the database, we can create the database virtually. That is nothing but how we have to create virtual private cloud, how to create the subnets. I'll tell you in upcoming session. I am taking the 7 to 8 hours I am taking. Right now, we have to select the default VPC I am selecting. Subnet preference I am not given. Whatever the default values are there, those default values I am selecting. See, in Mumbai region, there are 3 availability zones are there. AP South 1A, I'll tell you in next session. AP South 1A, AP South 1B, AP South 1C. I'm not given any preference means my instant, my mission, my Windows mission can be launched in any one of the availability zone in the Mumbai region data center. I'm not given any preference. Default auto assign public IP that is enable is there as it is I am providing. Security group. Sir, why you are creating the security group? The firewalls. That is a security group is a set of firewall rules. What it is providing? It controls the traffic for your instant. It controls the traffic for your instance. But then you need to create the security group. I am creating the security group name is the Windows Server SG I am given. SG is nothing but the security group. Same name I have to copy this one. In description I am providing and also I'll paste it here in the notepad. That is here in the next step is network settings. Network settings. You have to go to the edit option. Here on edit option, you have to create the security group name is Windows Server SG and fine. See, you are launching the Windows mission. Default, it is providing the type is RDP. RDP is nothing but the remote desktop protocol. The port range is 3389. Tomorrow session also I am asking the same question. Same question. See, For Windows mission, for Windows server, what is the type it is providing? RDP. What is the port number is there? 3389. Tomorrow question, I am asking that for Linux server, what is the default type it is providing and what is the port number it is providing? Tomorrow I am asking the same question, right? Fine, fine. Now, the type it is providing default RDP, port range is 3389. See, if you click on this source type, three options which are providing. One is my IP address. That is, if I am selecting my IP address, my laptop IP address it is provided. My system IP address it is provided. Means with that mission only the Windows server is connected. If I am selecting custom, then you need to enter the IP address. If I am selecting anywhere, then if you know my AWS account, if you know my Windows mission, the key pair, that the PEM file format, then you can connect my Windows mission anywhere, anytime, any place, any location we are connected. That is the source type if you are given anywhere. I am selecting the source type is anywhere I am given. Fine. Now, see, you are launching the Windows mission. Default, it is providing the storage is 30 GB storage it is providing. That is nothing but the root volume. That is nothing but the root volume. See how much hard disk capacity it is providing? 30 GB it is providing. See, for Windows mission, the storage it is providing. Storage it is providing. This is for Windows mission. For Windows server, how much storage it is providing? That is 30 GB storage it is providing. Fine, fine. I am not adding in this session additional new volume of disk right now. In upcoming session, I am using new volume of disk. I am not using right now advanced details, right? In upcoming session, I am using. Here on right side, the summary details which are providing. What is the instance type I am chosen? How many instances you are launching, right? And what is the instance type I am chosen while launching the instance? T2.micro I am chosen. But the security group I am using, how much storage it is providing the default? It is providing the details, summary details which are providing at the right side. Fine. If you scroll down, friends, here also it is showing some details. Free tier. That is in your first year, in your AWS account, free tier account creation, in the first year, 750 hours, 1 year it is providing the free service. 750 years of 750 hours of T2.micro or T3.micro. T3.micro. It is providing the free service. If T2.micro instant is not available on that data center, on that region, then T3.micro it is providing the free service. Per month, how many hours it is providing the free service? 750 hours. See, it is also providing the storage also. 30 GB it is providing the storage. That's nothing but the root volume. And then here, launch instant option is there. Click on launch instant. That is my instant Windows server is launched in the Mumbai region. If you have doubt, click on here. The Windows server is launched. What is the instant state? Pending. Wait for 1 or 2 minutes. That is, I have mentioned the last point is, then we have to click on launch instant option. Fine. Just wait for 1 minute. Once the instant state is running, then I am connecting this Windows machine. If you move this scroll bar, it is showing the details. This is the instant name is providing. Instant ID is, this is the instant ID for my Windows machine. This is the instant state. Pending is there. This is the instant type. While launching the mission, this is the instant type I am chosen, T2.micro. It is providing 1 CPU, 1 GB memory it is providing. Right now, the status check it is not showing, just the hyphen it is showing. After 1 or 2 minutes, the status check it is providing 2 by 2. Why it is showing 2 by 2? In upcoming session, I will tell you. See, we have to scroll down. How many availability zones are there? See, that my mission will be launched in AP South 1A. My Windows mission will be launched. This is the public IPv4 DNS for my mission. Public IPv4. Elastic IP address right now I am not using. IPv6 I am not using. Monitoring tools I am not using. The security group, while launching the Windows mission, I am given the security group name is Windows Server SG I am given. While launching the Windows mission, this is the key pair I am using. This is the launch date and time which is represented. That is, if you move this scroll bar, it is showing the details. Now see friends, what is the instant state? Running. See, if we are selecting this instant, at the bottom also it is showing the details. Same details, instant ID, public IPv4, private IPv4, instant state is running. This is the public IPv4 DNS, all the details which are showing. See, I have to note down what is the public IP address for this Windows mission. I copy this one. I have to note down in my notepad. This is the public IP address. This is the public IP address. And I have to note down the private IP address. Private IP address. This is my Windows mission, the private IP address. I copy this. I'll paste it here. See friends, to connect any Windows mission, you need the key pair is required. You need the password is required. How to connect this Windows mission? We have to select the instant. We have to select the mission in Mumbai region data center. Whatever the instant you are launching, that instant we have to select it. At the top, connect option is there. You go to the connect option. See, the session manager tab is there. RDP client tab is there. EC2 serial console tab is there. We go for RDP client. We go for RDP client. This is the instant ID for my Windows mission. See, this is the public DNS for my Windows mission. I have to copy this Windows mission, public DNS. I'll paste it here in the notepad. Fine. This is my Windows mission, the username. Username is administrator. Copy this and I'll paste it here in the notepad. See, to connect this Windows mission, you need the password. We get the password, however, right? Sir, I am using the Windows mission. That's why in my laptop, remote desktop connection option is there. You are using the Windows operating system in your laptop or in your desktop, remote desktop connection option is there. You have to check it. Sir, I am using Linux operating system. Don't worry, then you need to download remote desktop file in the AWS EC2 services. If you select this instant, go for the connect option. On the RDP client, we can download the remote desktop file. If we are using the Linux operating system. Sir, I am using Mac operating system. Don't worry, we have to download the remote desktop file. With that remote desktop file, we can connect your Windows mission. Sir, I am using the Windows operating system. Then in your laptop or in your desktop, remote desktop connection option is there. We have to use the remote desktop connection. Fine, fine. Now, to connect this mission, I need the password. Click on Get Password option. See, while launching the Windows mission, I am downloading the key pair is Windows Server key temp file I am downloading. Where my key pair is there? In my downloads is there. See, we have to upload that private key file. Go for upload option. Here in my downloads, this is there. Windows Server key temp file is there. This PEM file we have to select it. Click on open, scroll down. Here at the bottom, decrypt password option is there. Click on that. Then we are getting the password. Copy this password and then we have to paste it here. We have to paste it here. See, just now I am saying that if we are using the Windows operating system, then in your laptop to connect this Windows server, we have to use the remote desktop connection. See, it is asking the computer. Means you need to enter the public IP address. That's why I copy and paste it in the notepad. This is my Windows server, the public IP address. You have to copy and paste it here. Computer is IPv4 address. Or you may copy and paste it the public DNS of this Windows server. This is the public DNS. Copy this public DNS and paste it here in the computer. Here, connect option is there. Click on connect option. Click on connect option. Then it is asking the username. What is the username? Administrator is the username. Copy this name or we have to type it here, the administrator. Then it is asking the password. That's why, see friends, if single character is missing, then you are not connecting your Windows machine. That's why I copy and paste the password to the notepad. You have to copy this password here. We have to paste it here. This is the password. Click on OK. Click on yes. Friends, my Windows server is connected from Mumbai region data center. From Mumbai region data center. Right? Just wait for 1 or 2 minutes. The Windows server is connected from Mumbai region data center, not using with, I'm not installing the operating system, Windows Server operating system. I can launch the instance in Mumbai region data center and I can connect it using the remote desktop connection. Just wait. It is connected from Mumbai region data center. See, at the top it is showing EC2-13-201-38-60.ap south1.compute.amazon.aws.com. Just wait. It is connected from Mumbai region data center. Yes, it is connecting. Wait for 1 more minute. Then at the right side, it is showing the details also. It is showing the details also. Wait for 1 more minute. Wait for 1 more minute. Friends, don't worry about the steps. Once you register the codes, then I am providing each and every step anywhere drive link. That is, I am providing the material. Pin to pin, I am providing. See that? See that? In this session, I am explaining how to launch and connect the Windows server. How to launch and connect the Windows server. See, all the steps are there in my class material. That is what is EC2. I have to mention, right? What are the steps to launch and connect the Windows server? I have mentioned pin to pin. I have to select the reason. You have to select the EC2 service. You have to click on launch instances. You enter the instant name. I am given the instant name is Windows Server I am given. After that, you need to select the operating system image. That is nothing but Amazon mission image. We have to choose it. I am chosen the Windows operating system I am chosen. Like that, the pin to pin steps I am providing. Yes, friends, we have to see that. We have to see that. Here on right side, it is showing the details. Host name, instant ID, private IP address, public IP address, instant size, T2.micro it is providing, availability zone. In Mumbai region, 3 availability zones are there. AP South 1A, AP South 1B, AP South 1C. My mission will be launched in AP South 1A. This is the architect, 64 I am taken. And while launching the instant, I am selecting T2.micro. It is providing 1 CPU, 1 GB memory is there. 1 GB memory is there. Network performance, low to moderate it is providing. That is, I am connecting the Windows mission. Now, we can do your work. We can do your work. That is, whatever you need it, that work you can do it on the Windows mission. So those are the steps, friends, we have to follow how to launch and connect the Windows server using the EC2 service. Those are the steps we have to follow. Those are the steps we have to follow. If anyone have any questions, friends, regarding today's session, this is the day 1 demo session. Day 1 demo session. If you have contact regarding fee is for this one, the 5,000 rupees for this registration. You need to pay the course fee is 5,000 rupees. Course fee is 5,000 rupees. Once you register these codes, then you are getting all those things. Those are the contact numbers. Those are the contact numbers I'm providing in the chat box. In the chat box. Right, friends? If anyone have any questions.
Yes, sir, I have a question.
Yes.
The timing, is it 6 o'clock or you are going to change the time? Timing
yes,
is
yes,
fixed.
the same time, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. The same time. Same time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fine, fine. Thank you. Any
And
questions?
how many days will it take?
For this training program, it is taking the time is 40 to 45 days I am taking the training. In the previous batches, I have completed 46 days and 47 days I have completed. Approximately, I have mentioned the duration 40 to 45 days. plus or minus 2. Okay.
And is this on Saturdays as well?
No Saturdays. Only
Monday.
Monday to Friday. This is the demo session, friends. This is the demo sessions.
So daily we will be receiving this recording and the
Yes,
notes.
yes. Once you registered the course, then every day you are getting the class recording videos and the class material every day. At the end of the training, I am providing AWS interview questions and answers. At the end of the training, I am providing AWS dumps. If you are completing, I completed my course, this is the course you are completed, then you are preparing well, then I am providing the AWS dumps I am providing. Then you need to attempt the global certification, foundation level, or the associate level. What the previous questions they are asking in the global level, questions and answers I am providing around 800 pages. If you prepare well,
So is this course majorly around the certification or like day-to-day work
yes,
that we
at
have
the
on
end of the
AWS?
training, I am providing the question and answers. That is when you are attempting the global certification. Each and every day, the session will be with hands-on only, like that only. Today, I am saying that how to launch and connect the Windows server. Whatever I am saying like that today, every day is the hands-on session only. 45 days, it's the hands-on session only. Theory, I am given very less weightage I am given. Right? Hands-on is very important.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the name of the certification? The global one.
That is, I am providing the training is associate level, I am providing the training. Then after completion of the training, we have to register on what level you want to write the exam. At the basic level, then accordingly you need to pay the amount. That is, maybe in the website you can see that when 1.5 years back I am writing the exam for associate level, I am paying 15,000 rupees plus GST, I paid it. Now the price may be changed. You have to schedule the exam and you need to pay the amount in the online for the AWS certification, and you are scheduling the exam and we can write the exam. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Any questions?
So just one more thing.
Yeah.
So I am primarily a Java developer, Spring Boot and
Fine.
microservices I work.
Okay.
So just out of curiosity, I just wanted to learn a bit of AWS because going forward, we would be working on this area as well.
Okay.
So from my career perspective, do you see certification will help me? I have to go in
Then
that much in depth.
I'll tell you on tomorrow session the AWS introduction and what the certification after completion of this training, which certification you may attempt the exam. That is, you have to attempt the exam AWS associate developer level. We have to write the exam, or you may write the exam basic foundation level also. We can write it, no problem.
Yeah, because what I read before that foundation is the prerequisite for every certification.
No need. Direct also we can write it. Direct also we can write associate level. That's why I am providing the training is at associate level training I am providing. Accordingly, I am framing the content.
Okay.
All the services I have to cover with hands-on.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. Any questions?
No, I don't have it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for attending the demo sessions. Right? I have to end the session. Tomorrow we'll meet you the same time. Tomorrow is
Thank you
also
very
the
much.
demo sessions are there. The
Thank you.
4 demo sessions are there. Right? After that, the link will be changed. Okay. Thank you. I can end the session.
Thank you. Bye.